Chicken feed. You know the old joke, right? Guess what? What? Chicken butt. It's a classic for a reason, a little bit of silly fun that always gets a smile. But today we're going to talk about something just as important, though maybe a little less funny: chicken feed. What you put into your chickens directly impacts what you get out of them. Think beautiful golden yolked eggs, vibrant feathers, and happy clucking birds scratching around your yard. It all starts with their diet. Providing your flock with high-quality nutrition is the single most important thing you can do for their health and longevity. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. Here at Ancestry Lands, we believe that self-sufficiency and a connection to your land are pathways to generational wealth. And that starts with the small things. It begins with understanding the creatures you care for and the soil beneath your feet. Feeding your chickens well isn't just about tossing some scratch grains on the ground and hoping for the best. It's about a thoughtful approach to their well-being, one that pays you back tenfold in delicious eggs and the satisfaction of knowing you're doing right by your flock. This journey into homemade feed is a step toward a more sustainable and rewarding homesteading life. So, let's move past the playground jokes and get serious, but not too serious, about what our feathered friends are eating. We'll explore how simple, whole ingredients, many of which you can grow or find on your own property, can create a feed that rivals anything you can buy in a store. It's about taking control of your food chain from the ground up. This isn't just a cost-saving measure, it's an investment in your flock's health, the quality of your food, and your family's future. The power to provide is one of the greatest gifts of owning your own land. This guide will walk you through everything you need to know, from the nutritional basics to specific recipes you can mix up today. We'll even talk about how to turn your backyard into a chicken buffet full of healthy weeds and protein-packed insects. It's a holistic approach to chicken keeping that aligns perfectly with our mission to help you grow wealth through smart land use and gardening. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive into the wonderful world of chicken nutrition. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, more self-sufficient life on your land. Just like us, chickens need a balanced diet to thrive. It's not complicated, but getting the ratios right is key. The primary component of any good chicken feed is carbohydrates, which provide the energy they need to spend their days scratching, foraging, and of course laying those wonderful eggs. Think of carbs as the fuel that keeps their little engines running. Grains like corn, wheat, and oats are excellent sources of this essential energy. Without enough carbs, your chickens will be lethargic and their egg production will plummet. So this is the base of any recipe we create. Next up is protein, which is crucial for growth, feather production, and egg laying. An egg itself is a perfect little package of protein, so it only makes sense that a hen needs a lot of it to produce one nearly every day. During their annual molt, when they lose and regrow their feathers, their protein needs skyrocket. Feathers are about 85% protein. Ingredients like field peas, fish meal, and sunflower seeds are fantastic protein sources. A good layer feed should contain around 16 to 18% protein to keep your hens in peak condition and the eggs coming consistently. Of course, we can't forget fats, vitamins, and minerals. Fats provide a concentrated source of energy and are essential for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins. Ingredients like black oil sunflower seeds and flax seeds are rich in healthy fats, including those wonderful omega-3s that make for such nutritious eggs. Then you have the micronutrients. Calcium is non-negotiable for strong eggshells. Without it, you'll get soft, rubbery eggs. Phosphorus works with calcium for bone health, a mix of vitamins and minerals often found in kelp meal or specialized poultry supplements, rounds out their diet, supporting everything from their immune system to their eyesight. Putting it all together, a balanced diet is a symphony of these components working in harmony. Carbs for energy, protein for building, and fats, vitamins, and minerals for overall health and function. Understanding these basics is the first step toward breaking free from commercial feeds and creating your own custom blend. You become the flock nutritionist, tailoring their diet to their specific needs, whether they're young pullets, hardworking layers, or molting hens. This level of care is what turns good chicken keeping into great chicken keeping, and it's a skill that adds immense value to your homestead. Let's be practical. The number one reason most people consider making their own chicken feed is to save money. And it's true, especially if you have a decent-sized flock, the cost of bagged feed can add up faster than you can say coop. By buying whole grains and other ingredients in bulk, you can significantly cut down on your feed bill. This is a core principle we champion at Ancestry Land's smart, sustainable practices that build your wealth. Reducing your farm's biggest expense is a direct path to greater profitability and self-reliance, freeing up funds for other projects on your land. Beyond the savings, however, is the undeniable benefit of quality control. When you mix your own feed, you know exactly what's in it. There are no mystery fillers, no low-quality byproducts, and no ingredients that have been sitting in a warehouse for months on end, losing their nutritional value. You can choose to use organic, non-GMO ingredients if you wish. You can source your grains from a local farmer, further strengthening your community and reducing your carbon footprint. This transparency is priceless. It gives you peace of mind that you are providing the absolute best for your birds, which in turn provides the best for your family. Healthier chickens and better eggs are the delicious results of this effort. Many chicken keepers who switch to homemade feed report that their flocks seem more vibrant, their feathers have a better sheen, and their eggs have richer, darker yolks and stronger shells. This is because you can tailor the feed to include nutrient-dense extras that commercial feeds often skimp on, like omega-3 rich flax seeds, protein-packed sunflower seeds, and immune-boosting herbs from your garden. You're not just feeding them, you're nourishing them on a deeper level, and the proof is in the egg basket. Finally, making your own feed deepens your connection to the cycle of food production on your homestead. It's a hands-on activity that fosters a greater understanding of nutrition and agriculture. It empowers you, turning you from a passive consumer into an active producer. This knowledge is a form of wealth in itself, one that can be passed down through generations. Owning land is the first step. Learning how to use it to provide for yourself is the journey. Making chicken feed is a perfect, tangible example of how you can harness your property to create a more resilient and abundant life. Remember to follow us for more empowering tips. Creating the perfect chicken feed is kind of like being a chef for your flock. You get to choose the best ingredients to create a masterpiece of nutrition. The base of most recipes is whole grains. Corn is a fantastic source of energy and is beloved by chickens, but it's best used in moderation. Wheat provides a great balance of carbohydrates and protein. Oats, especially when fed whole, are high in fiber and protein, and they're actually known to have a calming effect on flocks. Barley is another excellent grain, though it should be cracked or rolled for better digestion. These grains form the energetic foundation of your feed mix. Next, we add the protein powerhouses. Field peas are an absolute star, often containing over 20% protein and being highly palatable for chickens. Split peas are also a great choice. For a real boost, black oil sunflower seeds, Boss, as they're affectionately known, are a must. They're high in protein and healthy fats, and their thin shells are easy for chickens to crack open. Another excellent addition is flaxseed, which is not only a good source of protein and fat, but is also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, leading to incredibly nutritious eggs for your family. Don't forget the free and natural supplements growing right in your backyard. Many weeds are actually nutritional gold mines for your flock. Dandelions, for instance, are packed with vitamins A, B, C, and D, and their roots are a great source of potassium. Chickweed is another favorite, rich in vitamins and minerals. Purslane is a succulent that contains more omega-3s than any other leafy green plant. Allowing your flock to forage for these plants, or harvesting them to mix into their feed, is a free and easy way to boost their health and reduce your reliance on purchased supplements. For the final touches, we look to minerals and other beneficial extras. Kelp meal is a powerhouse supplement offering a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and trace elements that support immune health and improve yolk color. Brewer's yeast can be added for extra B vitamins, which are crucial for neurological health and overall vitality. And most importantly, you must always provide a separate, free choice source of calcium. Crushed oyster shells or crushed dried eggshells are perfect for this. This allows each hen to take exactly what she needs to form strong, perfect eggshells day after day. Here are two recipes you can start with. One a bit more premium and the other more budget conscious. Remember, these are templates. Feel free to adjust them based on the ingredients you can source locally and affordably. The key is to maintain a good balance of protein and energy. For our premium blend, we're aiming for maximum nutrition and egg quality. This recipe is packed with variety and nutrient-dense goodies that will have your hens laying some of the best eggs you've ever tasted. It's a true investment in your flock's health and your breakfast table. Premium Homesteaders blend at about 17% protein looks like this. 4 parts whole wheat, 3 parts cracked corn, 2 parts field peas or split peas, 1 part whole oats, 1 part black oil sunflower seeds, half a part flaxseed, a quarter part brewer's yeast, and a quarter part kelp meal. And always provide free choice crushed oyster shell on the side. To mix, simply combine all the ingredients in a large clean container like a metal trash can or a food-grade tub. Use a shovel or a large scoop to turn the mixture over and over until everything is evenly distributed. Store it in a cool, dry place, safe from rodents. Now for a more economical option that still provides excellent, balanced nutrition without some of the pricier add-ins. This recipe relies on fewer ingredients that are often easier to buy in bulk at a lower cost. It's a fantastic everyday feed that will keep your flock healthy and productive without breaking the bank. This is a perfect example of the Ancestry land's philosophy, achieving self-sufficiency in a smart, sustainable way that respects your budget. It proves that you don't need to spend a fortune to provide well for your animals and your family. Economical everyday layer feed, at about 16% protein, is 5 parts cracked corn, 4 parts whole wheat, 2 parts field peas, and 1 part whole oats. Again, always provide free choice crushed oyster shell on the side. Just like the premium blend, mix these ingredients thoroughly in a large container. The simplicity of this recipe makes it quick to prepare. You can boost this feed for free by regularly supplementing with kitchen scraps. We'll cover that later. And allowing your flock plenty of time to forage for greens and bugs on your property. This is where owning land really pays off. You might wonder if you can just toss whole grains to your chickens and call it a day. While they can eat some grains whole, processing them makes a huge difference in their digestion and overall health. The main reason for grinding or cracking grains is to increase their digestibility. A chicken's gizzard, a strong muscular organ, does a great job of grinding up food with the help of grit, those small stones they eat. However, breaking down the tough outer shell of grains like corn and wheat beforehand gives them a head start. This means they can absorb more nutrients from every single bite. Think of it this way: a whole kernel of corn might pass through a chicken's digestive system partially undigested. If that happens, you're not just losing the nutritional value of that kernel, you're literally throwing money away in their droppings. By cracking the corn, you expose the nutritious, starchy interior, making it readily available for the chicken's body to use for energy and egg production. This small step of processing ensures that your investment in quality ingredients pays off where it matters most, in the health and productivity of your flock. It's about maximizing efficiency, a key principle for any successful homestead. So how do you do it? You don't need a massive industrial mill. For a small backyard flock, a simple hand-crank grain mill or even a sturdy blender used in short pulses can work just fine for cracking corn. You're not trying to make fine flour. You just want to break the kernels into smaller, bite-sized pieces. For softer grains like wheat and oats, many people choose to feed them whole, which is perfectly fine and provides good digestive tract exercise. A practical tip is to buy your corn already cracked from the feed store if you don't want to process it yourself. It's often available and is still cheaper than buying a fully formulated feed. The goal is to create a feed with varied textures. A mix of cracked corn, whole oats, and smaller seeds like flax provides a more interesting meal for your chickens, encouraging their natural foraging behavior even at the feeder. This process might seem like an extra step, but it's a crucial one. It's a simple action that demonstrates a deeper understanding of your animal's needs. Taking the time to properly prepare their food is a hallmark of a caring and knowledgeable chicken keeper, and it's one of the many skills that contribute to a thriving, self-sufficient life on your land. Long before bagged feed existed, chickens thrived by foraging. They are masters at turning pests and weeds into protein and eggs. This is a concept the Amish and other traditional farming communities have always understood. Their chickens are often raised on pasture, living a resilient, low-cost life by harvesting much of their own food. We can learn so much from this wisdom. By viewing your land as a living pantry for your flock, you can dramatically improve their health and lower your feed costs even further. This is the ultimate expression of synergy between your animals and your property. Let's talk bugs. Chickens are not vegetarians. They are tiny, feathered dinosaurs that crave protein. Watching a chicken chase down a grasshopper is pure entertainment. You can encourage this natural behavior by creating a habitat that attracts insects. A compost pile is a 5-star restaurant for a chicken, teeming with worms, grubs, and other tasty morsels. Letting your chickens scratch through a finished pile is a fantastic way to supplement their diet. You can also raise your own mealworms or crickets, which is surprisingly easy and provides a high-protein treat they will go crazy for. Here's a funny but effective trick: the bug zapper. Hang a bug zapper over a tray or bucket in a safe area near the coop, but not in it. Overnight, it will attract and zap countless moths, beetles, and other flying insects. In the morning, you'll have a tray full of free, protein-rich chicken treats waiting for you. Your chickens will think you are a magical food wizard. It's a hilarious and brilliantly practical way to convert a common backyard nuisance into a valuable food source for your flock, perfectly illustrating the resourceful mindset we encourage here at Ancestry Lands. Finally, a quick quanda on common feeding questions. What kitchen scraps are safe? Most are. Cooked rice, pasta, oatmeal, leafy greens, vegetable peels, and fruits are great. What is unsafe? Avoid raw potato peels, avocado pits and skin, uncooked beans, onions, citrus in large amounts, and anything moldy, salty, or sugary. How much should I feed them? An adult chicken eats about a quarter pound or about half a cup of feed per day. Provide enough that they can eat their fill in about 15 to 20 minutes, twice a day, or just keep the feeder full. By combining homemade feed with natural foraging, you create a truly sustainable system. You save money, your chickens are healthier, and you produce superior eggs, all while making smarter use of your land. For more tips on building this kind of generational wealth and self-sufficiency, be sure to subscribe and follow Ancestry Lands.